What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight at 147 pounds in England between Jack Catterall and Ekow Essuman. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also like this video? Go to my main YouTube page, find that little notification button, click that so you never miss one of my daily professional betting live streams. Also, one more thing, pinned in the comments section below is a link to join our VIP exclusive Johnny Says Boxing Insider membership group. With that membership, it's a couple bucks a month. You then gain access to our professional betting Discord. Click the link to find out more. All right, guys, this is another exciting and busy week of boxing. The fights actually start this Friday here in Australia, with fights happening in Canada. There's fights in Mexico, the top ranked card. But this video feature, we will be highlighting a fight taking place at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in Tottenham, England, on the undercard of the rematch between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn. Of course, I'm talking about the fight at 147 pounds between Jack Catterall and Ekow Essuman. So in this video, what I'm going to do is break down both fighters' careers. I'm going to talk a little bit about how they go about their business. We're going to talk about path to victories for both. And stay tuned to the end of the video. Like always, I'll be going over the current Las Vegas odds, and I'll be giving you my prediction and telling you where to put your money. All right, guys, the last time we saw Ekow Essuman, we saw him go in as the underdog against the former undisputed champion, Josh Taylor, and we saw him win a decision in Taylor's backyard. Ekow Essuman went in there as the betting underdog and surprised a lot of people. Did he surprise himself? No. When you watch his media, when you watch him give interviews, when you watch him train, when you watch his fight style, this guy, even at 36, believes he will be a world champion. The modern landscape at 147, there are some champions that you kind of would pair really well with the engine. Essuman outpointed Taylor in his last fight, and he feels that this matchup with Catterall will put him in a perfect position to beat Catterall and then propel him in the rankings to hopefully fight one of those champions at welterweight. Essuman's a guy who's going to use his output, his pace, his cardio. He's an orthodox fighter, and he knows how to win rounds. He likes using his pressure to make his opponent fight off of their back foot, and from there, he scores points. He has one loss on his resume. He has a decision loss to Scarf. He also has been dropped once before, recently in a fight against Cooper. It was a 10-rounder. He stopped Cooper in the 10th, but he got dropped in the 9th. But we know he's capable of getting off of the canvas late and winning rounds, and more importantly, winning the fight. In his opponent, Jack Catterall, if you ask me, he could easily be undefeated. He has 2 close split decision losses. This guy should be the former or current undisputed world champion. We know about the first fight against Josh Taylor, in which he lost a controversial decision. He then rematched Taylor when Taylor wasn't a champion, and he beat him. The other loss was a very close split decision loss on points to Arnold Barboza Jr. So that puts his career kind of in a nutshell. 32 years old. He is fighting at 147 now. He's coming off of a fight against Harlem Eubank. We covered it on the channel. We live streamed it. There was a cut and the fight got stopped, went to the cards. I had Jack up on all of the cards, and he won a technical decision. We know for this camp, he has left the UK, he has gone to the States, he is training in Philadelphia with Jaron Ennis and Jaron's dad, Bozy. So it's pretty exciting for me, being a fan of the minutia of the science. I love the technical side of the sport. Catterall is a southpaw. He likes to pick his shots. He's a counter boxer. He's not going to have a lot of volume. He wants to draw his opponents in and catch them with his backhand. We're going to see the elements of the game that Bozy has added. I talked a little bit about this on my live stream. I don't think it's going to be much of a tactical progression for Catterall, considering where he is in his career. More importantly, I feel that Bozy will probably have worked on the technical side of things in terms of sitting on punches, turning punches over, maybe using his lead hand a little bit more to throw power shots, and catching his opponent with that backhand, using his legs a bit more, bending a little bit more on his power shots. Only time will tell. We'll see right off the bat. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at the one loss, Ekow Essuman, and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Ekow Essuman is 22-1. Of his 22 wins, 8 of them are by stoppages. Out of 2,666 fighters at 147, he's ranked number 39. He's fought a career total of 175 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 36% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as the Engine. And the 36-year-old is a 5'10" orthodox fighter. He was born in Botswana but calls Nottingham, Nottinghamshire, United Kingdom home. We last saw him fight Josh Taylor, 19-2, won a UD in the 12th. Ben Vaughn, 10-0, won a majority decision in the 10th. Owen Cooper, 10-0, stopped him in the 10th. Harry Scarf, 12-2, lost the decision in the 12th. Chris Congo, 14-1, won a majority decision in the 12th. That fight in which he lost to Harry Scarf, he got outboxed against Scarf. He then went on to win his next few fights, and this is what got him here. The big showcase against Josh Taylor, he performed well. He stepped up. He's going to go into this fight the bigger guy. He's the natural bigger guy at 147. He's fought bigger guys. Scarf was a bigger guy, and he got outboxed in that fight. So we're going to see how he's going to handle the smaller guy. We're going to see this classic orthodox versus southpaw matchup. With Essuman, you're going to expect the volume. You're going to expect pace. You're going to expect him to be on his front foot, and he's going to want to make Jack Catterall feel uncomfortable. We're going to see if he's going to be able to win these rounds on volume and points, and we're going to see if he's going to be able to avoid Jack Catterall's backhand. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at the southpaw, Jack Catterall, and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Jack Catterall is 31-2. Out of his 31 wins, he has 13 knockouts. Both losses are by points. Out of 2,666 fighters at 147, he's ranked number 5. He's fought a career total of 237 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 42% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as El Gato. And the 32-year-old Brit is a 5'7" southpaw with a 69-inch reach. He was born and raised and lives in Chorley, Lancashire, United Kingdom. We last saw him fight Harlem Eubank, 21-0. Won a technical decision in the 7th. Arnold Barboza Jr., 31-0, lost a split decision in the 12th. Regis Prograis, 29-2, won a UD in the 12th. Josh Taylor, the second time, 19-1, won a UD in the 12th. He then fought Linares and Dara Foley, won on points in both of those fights. And the fight before that was his first career loss to Josh Taylor. Rewatched the fight. It was a long time ago now. It was an opportunity for Catterall to become an undisputed world champion. And the judges and the points did not go his way that night. Catterall has never become a world champion. At 32 years old, it's now or never. He's made some recent moves in his career over the last few years. We know he's gone up to 47. I told you guys he went to the States for this camp, Philadelphia. I like that move. I like the looks that he's probably got in Philly. I like the addition of Bozy. I showed you guys a video of him hitting the pads with Jaron Ennis. It is a thing to brush shoulders with other champions. It is a thing to take something with you moving on as a fighter. And it's interesting to see what he's going to take with him into fight night with Ekow. Both of these guys are going to have contrasting styles. For me personally, a fan of the technical side, I'm really excited about this matchup. I talked about the main event already between Eubank Jr. and Ben. I told you guys in my breakdown, I wasn't excited for the rematch. I wasn't a big fan of that getting signed for various reasons. A lot of people on paper and on YouTube are saying this fight's going to be a sleeper. I disagree. I'm really looking forward to Catterall versus Essuman because all of what's at stake at 147, what's at stake for both fighters, and what version of Catterall are we going to get, and what version of Essuman are we going to get. Guys, before I give you guys the current Las Vegas odds and tell you guys my prediction, I want to remind everybody that I do live streams every single day. In those live streams, we talk about over and unders, underdogs of the weeks. I give you my long parlays. I give you knockdown props. All in all, tune into the live streams for all of those prop bets. In these Stats Zone live videos, you're only going to get my money line prediction. Wherever you are in the world, pull out your betting apps. I do want to announce this is the first video I have partnered with an Australian betting app called Dabble. If you want to follow all of my bets on Dabble, that link is pinned in the comment section below. Wherever you are, go to your app. On the money line, Jack Catterall is $1.57 favorite. 100 on Catterall gets your money back plus 57 bucks. The draw is 18-1. Essuman is a $2.55 dog. 100 on Essuman gets your money back plus 155 bucks. I think those odds are fair. Going into fight week, which was only yesterday, I was 90-10 on this fight. I was really close on taking Ekow Essuman. I watched Essuman's last few fights. I watched how he fared against Scarf. I watched the knockdown against Cooper. And obviously, I've watched Catterall's recent fights and his career. Where I'm at with my money line prediction, I think the southpaw is going to be too much. I think his output, which people should be weary of in terms of the stylistic matchup, won't be an issue. I like his accuracy. I like his punch placement. I think he's the cleaner fighter. I think he's been in there with the better opponents, and I just think we're going to see a class differential between Catterall and Essuman. So I'm going all in on the money line with El Gato. This is not an echo chamber, guys. You do not have to agree with me. In the comment section below, who you going with, Catterall or Essuman? Also, if you haven't seen my breakdown, analysis, and prediction of the main event on this card, the rematch between Ben and Eubank Jr., stay tuned to the channel because that's coming up right now.